Hello, everyone. Firstly, I'd like to thank everyone for not just 100 subscribers, but nearly 150 at the time of writing this. It means so much to me, and I'd like to thank every one of you. This will be my first attempt at the Ironman challenge in Forsaken. Technically, this is my fourth attempt, but it's the first you all will see. If you don't know, I have to go through every survivor and killer in order and win a game with all of them. If I die or lose any game, I've lost the challenge. Starting off with Shedletsky. Shedletsky used to be my main for a while. He was the second survivor I got M4 on, and I used to be able to play him very well. It's been a while since I played him, but I hopefully still have some of the skill maintained from back then. Obviously, there will be cuts where nothing happens, so you don't have to watch the entire challenge. I'll keep the good parts, though. I couldn't protect the 2-time due to them running away from me. Whenever you're getting chased, make sure you run towards your team. Okay, dude, why did they go over there? That would have hit. Based on Dusekkar's HP, I could guess they're being chased right now. My slash is on cooldown, so I'll just do some generators. Or not. If you're on a gen with someone else and there's one puzzle left, leave it for them. There's no point in two people racing to finish the last puzzle. It wastes time. Okay, this is kind of boring. Let's cut to where it gets good. As you can see, the guest and Dusek have both died now, leaving myself and 3 Elliots to fend for ourselves with 2.5 minutes on the clock. This should be good. Right now, they're in chase with the M0 Elliot, so I'll try and slash them when I can. Why are they going over there? Did the Elliot not run this way? Well, I guess not. Seems they gave up and jumped to the gubby. Not a terrible idea since they were closer. Let's see how this goes. Okay, yeah, I suck at Shedletsky. You can't blame me, though. It's been well over a month since I last touched him. Nothing else to do, might as well heal. My slash is finally back. Let's hope I can hit a shot this time. And the killer is back on the M0. Hopefully I got this. Finally! Hopefully the M0 can survive until the timer ends. Yeah, they did. That's the first game done. Pretty easy if I say so myself. Hopefully the next game will be just as simple. Showing my stats just to show I'm not splicing anything. I don't know why I would on the first game, but there you go. Anyway, this game we're gonna be playing Noob. Noob is by far the only survivalist specifically designed for generators. This will be a short game as there probably won't be much action. With Noob, your only goal should be doing generators. If you find yourself doing nothing with more generators left, you aren't doing your job. Looks like the killer has shown up. I don't want to be caught in the crossfire, so I'm just gonna go. If you can't tell, there's going to be a lot of generators this game. Whenever you're not being chased and have nowhere else to go, it doesn't hurt to pop a cola to find more generators to do. Just try not to run right next to the killer. Looks like all the generators are finished. Time to do nothing. If you see all the generators are finished, don't do another one. Or even better, if your teammate is saying it's fake, listen to them. Yeah, I don't really know what to do here. Not much for me that I can do. Guess please don't die with 40 seconds left. I think they'll be fine. Let's find out. Yeah, looks like they won. Another simple game. Surely the next one won't be the same. All right, next up is Elliot. Like Shedletsky, I used to main Elliot. They were my first M4 and the first survivor I consistently played. This was back with the 2-time rework. That was a while ago. Oh, right. I forgot about killer rounds. First killer is Slasher. Since this is my main, it should be easy enough. Also, since this is like the normal content I do on my channel, I won't be cutting this game. Too action-packed for the full video to get cut. Starting off, we have this ranger guest to deal with. One thing with guest, try not to do too many generators. You're a protector, not a survivalist. Also, when you hear the killer's theme, that means it's time to move. Don't sit there and wait. Not much to say here, so if you've gotten this far into the video, you should subscribe. Hitting 150 is already huge, but there's still more to do. If you've enjoyed so far, hit the button, and I'll be sure to keep making content like this. Anyway, we've killed the first guest now, but there's still 3 left, so let's make quick work of them. This guy had the good idea to keep their punch, but the wrong idea to throw it out here. If you just have a punch, use it behind a corner so the killer can't see you wind up. Also, don't charge away like this. There's one exception, but otherwise, it gives you too much slowness to be helpful. Now they're just feeding me at this point. Both the other guests are still around to kill. Little late on that one, Elliot. Just for that, you're next on the chopping block. Elliot and Dusekar in the same spot. This should be easy. Oh, and you're here too. A quick gashing wound should make quick work of you. A couple of jukes in, and this guy's still holding up. Shouldn't be too long before I catch them, though. To make things easier, they charged right into this wall. My best advice for charge is if you can react with block, you can react with charge too. What I mean is if you can react to an M1 like Noli's or 1X's, you can charge into it when you don't have your block to take 0 damage. This works with Gashing Wound and Void Rush as well. Anyway, just 2 survivors left. Some advice, though, is Elliot can be terrible in LMS. He's the closest support to a survivalist we have. His passive basically lets him know where the killer is, and he has 3 seconds of speed 3. Of course, this alone isn't enough to make him worse than a survivalist. However, with a good player, he's just as bad in LMS. Now I'm not going for him since he's close, but also because Elliot only has 80 HP. This means he's the most fragile survivor in LMS. I'm also fairly confident in my abilities, so I think I'll have this. Overall, I'd say this guy is one of the better Elliot players I've seen in terms of healing. They're consistent, know how to heal, and they don't throw pizzas at people who don't need it. But how will they fare in the most intense part of this game? Let's find out. Starting off, it looks like they used Rush Hour there. Not bad, but I'd recommend using it later into a chase. It could definitely help you make that little bit of distance needed to survive. Another thing, they're playing with Shift Lock. Stop playing with Shift Lock on. It doesn't help your game at all. After that gashing wound, they're sitting at 30 HP, only 2 hits away from death. And we didn't even make it to the second drop. That's Slasher done, and now it's actually time for Elliot. Showing I didn't splice it. Looks like our first cool kid of the day. This match should be straightforward, right? Oh, and before I forget, the Master Chef skin is absolutely peak. Get it and start using it. I see no one on it. Okay, that's really not a good sound to hear on 9 stamina. I gotta get out of here. Fortunately, they missed the walk speed. Unfortunately, they hit the wall. so they're still close to me. Another good thing is they've used up their stamina. My stamina is also insanely low, but that rush hour gave me some distance to stay alive. Also looks like they switched targets. I should stick around to heal, though. Dusakar only lost 15 HP. That's not worth healing right now. This is what I mean by healing the people who need it. If I were to heal the Dusek right now, and the guest got hit by a walk speed, I couldn't help them, and they might die. I see so many Elliots healing someone who really doesn't need it, leading to someone else dying a second later. Remember this when playing Elliot. And look, now the Taff is limping, so I should help them by throwing a pizza. And they get hit once and all that healing is gone. When your pizza is on cooldown as Elliot, you should always be doing generators to always be helping your team. Right here, I can heal the guests by throwing them a pizza. After that, I'm gonna... Okay, guys, can we please stop being hit right after a pizza? Looks like the guest died. I'm sure they're gonna chase me next. I don't think I can survive for 1 minute and 45 seconds as Elliot, so let's hope it's not me. Another guest is limping. Time to throw another pizza and pray they aren't hit. Or just pray they can even get the pizza, I guess. All right, 3 people left and I'm the closest. Surely I'm gonna be getting chased here. Except V got closer, so the cola I drank is useless. I can't even heal her either because she's a computer. I guess it's generator time. By now, I've basically accepted this guy is leaving me for last. I don't really want to do an LMS, so I'll try and keep Dusek alive as long as I can. Alright, I'll throw out my pizza to heal them once the cool kid gets closer. I'd like to give them time to take some damage so my pizza isn't completely useless. Trying to stay out of the way here so I don't get hit by a stray walk speed or corrupt nature. Gonna throw my pizza here in hopes that the cool kid is on me and not Dusakar. Unfortunately, it still looks like Dusek is getting chased. Well, now the killer is on me. I can loop them for a little since I have... All right, and they're back on the Dusakar. Isn't that just great? Luckily, they snagged my pizza before it vanished. Plus, they got away without being hit. But it wasn't enough. Based on this guy's gameplay, they're pretty good at this killer, all things considered. Sure, they missed some things, but they got to LMS, meaning it's time to lock in. I managed to slip by them without them noticing for a second. This will give me time to gain distance to get away using my speed too. However, that walk speed got them close enough where they can still catch up to me. I gotta loop them for a second to win this. My stamina is extremely low, meaning I have to pull some jukes to stay alive here. I recommend only juking when your stamina is so low you have no other option. Looping is always better to use. Just barely avoided that. Now's the perfect time to use rush hour with them being this close and my stamina at half. It didn't get me away, but it allowed me to avoid some hits. Looks like that hurt. Here's some pizza. Boom! Looks like we're done with Elliot. That means up next is Builderman. I barely play Builderman if I'm being honest. There's not much to do after setting up your stuff, so unless I'm chased, the next part will be fast. I was wondering how long it would be until we see this guy. This might be a tough match. To start off, I'm putting my dispenser somewhere it can help people a good bit. I like putting dispensers down first as it allows people to get healed off the rip. Next is my turret. There are 2 good spots for it on this map. Here and at the cave loop. Survivors like running in both areas, so it slows the killer the most. Anyway, now it's generator time. Guess can have the last puzzle. Guess you could say he's the last guest. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Chose to move my sentry to the cave loop as it wasn't doing as well as I thought it would at the ledge. Oh no, Blood Hunt! Anyways, there's no joke here. It just lasted for 30 seconds. Looks like they broke my sentry. I should go replace it soon. Okay, that's a little too close for me. I think I'm out of here. Might as well go replace my sentry. Now that's over, I can go do another generator somewhere. I guess it's time for some more generators. This is the last cool thing that happened this game. It was kind of boring, all things considered. Oh, and a little bit of dancing, but that's it. Now that Builderman is done, we can do 0, 0, 7, and 7. Before Veronica came out, N7 was my best survivor. I was an absolute menace with him. Wonder if I can still be as good now? Let's find out. Time for another Noli. Honestly, this skin is kind of overrated, and I don't personally see the appeal. The voice lines aren't bad, but that's really all this skin has going for it. You still have to have your ears bleed with this skin, and it's not really worth it. I had the unfortunate pleasure of being right next to them after the game started. Let's see if I can shake them. There's no way I actually lost them with that clone. Maybe they thought I turned around? Even then, my skin isn't super dark, so how did they not see me? Doesn't matter because they're on a different survivor. Time to do generators, I guess. Or not because of this stupid hallucination. There should be a way to tell the game you know it's a clone to turn off its collision. Now that it's gone, it's really time to do generators. All right, puzzle compilation over. Looks like the killer finally killed someone. We still have a sentinel in our lobby, so it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking over this game and it's just me running around for a while. This is not entertaining content in the slightest. This is where it picks up. I cloned here to avoid being seen by Observant. Also gives the added benefit of the killer going after my clone. Okay, more generators, I guess. Well, would you look at that? I suppose I'm getting targeted for 2 whole minutes. Let's see if they can catch me. I started off strong with a good clone to get some distance. However, it won't hold for long. They've already caught up to me using Void Rush. Fortunately, I have a good bit of stamina, meaning I can loop them for a little bit. I start the loop around the center fountain. I'm gonna have to drop the loop later once I get back to the killer-only door, though. Now that I've run around the fountain for a little bit, I start looping right here at this little structure thing. Unfortunately, my stamina is low. I have to start juking a little now. But it appears their stamina dropped to true 0, meaning I can gain distance. I decide to wait here to see if they come out of the killer door. Looks like they're just teleporting, though. Nothing to be scared of. They can cancel the teleport, but they didn't hear for whatever reason. I think I've truly lost them. Time to go wait until they find me again.
Well, this stinks.
Looks like the Noli made the critical mistake of leaving an N7 for LMS. I already cloned, now I just have to wait for a good moment to teleport away. I 100% jumped the gun with this. Holy cow, there's no way. This is the best thing that can happen to you as a 7N7. Now the killer has no clue where I am. I can just wait for them to get close, pop a clone, and run away. Okay, why aren't they moving? What's going on? Maybe they're waiting for Observant to come off cooldown again? I can't tell. Oh, okay, they just gave up. Cool. Based on the amount of generators I did, Cool Kid is next. Didn't splice it. I've mentioned before that I enjoy playing Cool Kid, so let's see if I can win when it really matters. Also, the gourd skin is really cool, neat reference, and the minions animation is so cool. Anyway, it's been a minute since I've checked my subscriber count. Let's see what it's at now. Holy moly! In the span of a day, how did it get this high? Okay, well, thanks for 200, everyone. Sorry it's taken 8 billion years for this video. I've been working effortlessly on it with minimal breaks. I really do appreciate all of the support you all have given me with my startup. I didn't think I'd go this far in 2 weeks. Anyway, the game itself. Right now, I'm in that weird walk speed animation bug. I hope the devs can get this fixed soon, but it's kind of funny. Oh, predictable little guest. If you see the killer is hesitant on hitting you, save your block. More than likely, they aren't going to hit you. I managed to get that guest low enough to where they just die from fire damage. This V is up next as I'd like to get her out early. Okay, well, that was a terrible walk speed. Did the devs change Cool's stamina drain? It feels a lot faster now. Either that, or I just suck at managing this guy's stamina. Either way, I'm going after this guest next. They're the closest, so it should be the easiest. That charge was what allowed me to hit them. If all hope is lost as guest, charge can buy you a few seconds, but nothing crazy. I probably should have hit them into the corner with that walk speed, as now they have an insane distance lead on me. Fortunately, they did nothing with it, but that could have been bad. All right, V's next. For real this time. This V probably has all 3 of her sprays up. With 2 minutes left, I don't know if I can kill her and another survivor to get to LMS. I'm at an insane disadvantage for my stamina here. I think the reason why Cool feels so slow is because I'm used to having raging pace with my rushdowns. Looks like she's running to a spray here. I hate being right. Might as well kill the 2 time to give me enough time to go kill the V. Using my minions to bait them out. Looks like they got hit by both the minions there. That's half their HP already, and they would have died if I can aim my walk speed. With a disappointing stab, there's only 2 left. I gotta kill that V now. I can deal with the chance in LMS. Making sure the graffiti isn't back here. There they are. Time to go try and kill them. They missed their phase right there, but still got their skateboard in. A clean walk speed, though, will get rid of half their HP. Yet again, I send a survivor into the abyss. Shouldn't be too hard to catch back up, though. Her battery is probably full, meaning I should get rid of some of that HP so she doesn't regain all that damage. I'm being cautious about that other graffiti. It's got to be here somewhere. That stun allowed me to regain some stamina, though, so I can catch back up. Maybe. Seems we're both low since she's juking. Shouldn't be too much longer before I can kill her. Gotcha. That means it's LMS time. This chance only really showed up twice in the game. I don't know much about them, so let's see how this goes. Starting off, however, I'm way far behind. I can't easily catch up without getting them in a corner or using a better line. Right here, I'm at a crazy stamina disadvantage. It's not looking too good right now. Managed to hit that walk speed, though, meaning I'm all caught up. I can't cut them off here easily. I just have to hope they don't loop. Fortunately, they don't. I'm really running out of options here. I can either kill them now or I lose the challenge. Failing that walk speed means I've basically lost. Unless... Damn it! I almost had it there at the end. Well, that was solid playing regardless. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for 200 now, and I'll reattempt this challenge at 500. Anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Not tomorrow, though. I'm super burnt out.